The houses in Orlando West had no electricity until the early 1960s, as Winnie Madikizela Mandela and Zinzi Mandela both recall.
No, nobody had any electricity. The electricity was, can you remember, Alf, when we actually had it?
But we ran
because what I remember is that their father was in detention and the municipality hadn't switched on the electricity, but they had, this was now 1961, when the houses were electrified, but the municipality didn't switch on, and their father was in jail. So I was the first to switch it on. It was always so good to provoke them and do something that made them angry.
Yes.
But where do I remember the paraffin lamps from? Don't you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Where we used to lift that glass thing and you light it in there.
Yeah.
And then you would do that thing, you pump the thing like this.
Yeah, we had those. We had those. And not all the rooms were electrified. I think they electrified just the front and the bedroom. There was no electricity in the kitchen. So we continued using those lamps for a very long time. I electrified the house on my own thereafter.
The red polished front stoops of the small houses in Orlando West played an important role in the social life of the township. Zinzi Mandela talks about what the front stoop at 8115 represented for her.
But I love also what the stoop, I think we spoke about it the other day with you, what the stoop used to also represent, because the stoop in the township also became an institution in itself, because you always had grannies or parents sitting on the stoop and watching everything happening in the street as kids walked by. So you were very conscious of walking past any house with, oh Lord, I'm either going to be sent or something, but neither could you misbehave. You couldn't walk past with a boy or whatever if any body is sitting on the stoop. So the monitoring mechanism that stoop provided for elders and the respect that us as young people had for the stoop, it wasn't just an average shiny, it represented, okay, the cleanliness of the home and how much of a chobolo your mother is, or whatever, like how she rules with an iron fist in terms of the cleanliness and so on. So there was this healthy competition, like with these yards, like the stoop, what it looks like, and the garden, if it's been watered, or if you've swept, like first thing in the morning and watered like that, you know, put the water out. But beyond that gloss was also what it represented, because, you know, and the way...
It was the only conference room.
Yeah, in a sense, yes.
No halls where we could socialize. It was really a conference room. Social activities took place on the stoop.
After Nelson Mandela was sentenced to life imprisonment and sent to Robben Island, the family living at 8115 Orlando West was subjected to almost constant police harassment. Princess Zanani Dlamini remembers her own reaction to her mother's repeated arrests.
Yeah, I must say, for me, the house had a lot of happy memories as a kid. But also, I remember finding men, very tall men, big white men, standing as I was asleep. You know, I'd wake up and I'd see these men in the house. And I still remember just looking at the shoes, knowing that these are security police, you know, the boots. Police boots are very distinct. And just having a fear of them always taking my mother away. Always taking mommy away. I was just, you know, and I missed my mother dreadfully. You know, I really missed her dreadfully every time we went away. I didn't understand why we were always going to this aunt or this uncle. It should have been a happy occasion, but for me it was very, very upsetting because I missed mommy very much. My dad, I really didn't know much about him. There were pictures of him in the house. So I couldn't really relate to him. I was told that this man is my father. I have very vague memories of him. But my mom, no, I missed it tremendously, and I used to cry a lot. We used to cry a lot together, you know, whenever we went to uncles or aunts.